Assalamu alaikum, I'm Aisha and you're watching SAMAA News. Here are today's headlines.
The United States and Saudi Arabia carried out strikes against Iran-backed groups in Iraq, escalating tensions after drone attacks targeted Saudi oil facilities. Washington and Riyadh said the strikes hit sites used by Iran-aligned groups to coordinate attacks, while Saudi Arabia claimed its air defenses intercepted drones targeting oil installations in the eastern province. Iraq's Popular Mobilization Forces, PMF, condemned the strikes as a violation of sovereignty, reporting casualties and damage to facilities. Tehran denied involvement in the Saudi attacks and warned that blaming Iran could lead to a major miscalculation. President Donald Trump has vowed to hit Iran hard after the U.S. military said it intercepted multiple Iranian ballistic missiles targeting American forces in the Middle East. In an interview, Trump said Iran would get a beating, but added that talks with Tehran would continue. Trump confirmed that the overnight U.S.-Saudi airstrikes on Iran-aligned militias in Iraq were carried out in coordination with the Iraqi government. Trump described the groups as a cancer on the world and said Washington was considering further action against them. Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, IRGC, has claimed it targeted a U.S. military base and CENTCOM facility in Jordan with ballistic missiles, escalating tensions across the Middle East. The IRGC also claimed it stopped 3 oil tankers in the Strait of Hormuz after they ignored warnings. Jordan's military, however, said its air defenses intercepted and destroyed 5 Iranian missiles targeting its territory. Meanwhile, Iran has denied involvement in projectiles launched from Iraq towards Saudi Arabia, rejecting accusations that Tehran was behind recent attacks on the kingdom. An Iranian military official called the allegations a grave mistake and strongly denied any connection between Iran and projectiles fired from other countries at targets in Saudi Arabia. Similarly, Iran's foreign ministry condemned the US-Saudi strikes in Iraq, accusing Washington and Israel of trying to expand the war across the region. Tehran called the attacks a gross violation of the UN Charter and international law, warning that the conflict risks spreading further across West Asia. On the other hand, Iran's President Pezeshkian has urged Iranians to stand firm against what he described as the enemy, saying they must resist injustice and oppression. Pezeshkian also said Iran must not oppress its own citizens, claiming the country has proven itself a unique model of resistance. Oil prices have jumped as fighting resumes in the US-Israel war on Iran, raising fresh concerns over global oil supplies. Brent crude surged 6.7% to $87.55 a barrel, after swinging between $72 and $102 this month, amid uncertainty over shipping through the Middle East. Field Marshal Asim Munir has reaffirmed Pakistan's commitment to Kuwait and regional peace during a meeting with Kuwaiti Foreign Minister Sheikh Jarrah Jaber Al Ahmed Al Sabah. The two discussed regional security and matters of mutual interest, with Kuwait appreciating Pakistan's support for peace and stability. The Kuwaiti Foreign Minister also had separate meetings with Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif and Foreign Minister Ishaq Dar. During the meeting, Prime Minister Sharif reaffirmed Pakistan's solidarity with Kuwait and strongly condemned attacks on Kuwait and other Gulf states. On the other hand, Yemen's Houthi group is reportedly considering imposing fees on commercial ships using the southern Red Sea. The move would target traffic through the Bab el-Mandeb, a vital gateway for global trade. The Houthis had last week declared a naval blockade of Saudi Arabia, raising fresh concerns over energy supplies and shipping.
Iran has rejected Oman's proposal for joint regional management of the Strait of Hormuz. According to a senior Iranian official, Tehran insists the strategic waterway must remain under Iranian control and dismissed the Omani proposal as unworkable. The decision deals a setback to efforts aimed at easing tensions over the vital shipping route, which is key to global energy supplies. United Nations experts have concluded that Boeing 727 aircraft identified in a Reuters investigation were used to transport fighters, weapons and drones for Sudan's Rapid Support Forces. According to a draft UN report, the aircraft carried RSF personnel, mercenaries and military equipment, including drones and weapons. The findings add to international scrutiny of the RSF, which UN investigators have accused of committing genocide in Sudan's Darfur region.
Iran is reportedly set to receive hundreds of Chinese-made shoulder-fired air defense missile systems as Tehran seeks to strengthen its military capabilities after months of conflict with the United States and Israel. Sources said the reported deal involves 300 to 400 manpads, including QW-12 and FN-16 missiles, valued at around $60 million to $70 million. China rejected the claims as completely groundless, while Pakistan's military also denied involvement in any transfer of Chinese air defense weapons to Iran. The death toll from a powerful earthquake in southern Japan has risen to 13 as rescuers search for people trapped under collapsed buildings and rubble. The 7.1 magnitude quake struck Kumamoto Prefecture, damaging infrastructure, cutting power, and triggering large-scale rescue operations. 8 people were pulled alive from a partially collapsed shopping mall, where 2 women in their 20s were killed following an explosion. Around 20 to 30 mall workers remain missing, according to NHK, while firefighters, police, and military personnel continue rescue efforts. Authorities are investigating a possible gas explosion at the site.
That's all for now. For more updates, visit www.SAMAA.tv. Thank you for watching SAMAA News.